Hello my friends and welcome to episode 17 of The Wanderer. We're continuing on with Forfar. We've had a great start to the season, if we looked at uh, pre-season and the Betfred Cup, you might have been a bit worried, and trust me, I was as well. We didn't get the Letics job. I did apply for a couple of others, but I've had no interviews. But I'm now decided that I'm going to stay at Forfar for this season at least. My contract's up at the end of the season, so we can decide then. I do want to move to a higher league, but partly because of how we've started the season, I want to give it a proper go. I want to also apologise if my voice is a little off between my teeth issue and having a cold. I'm pretty much worn down. So as you can see, no defeats. That is good. So we start with Clyde, we won 3-2. Chris Renton, Grant Gallagher scoring, and Chris Renton got injured, and Jordan Critchley got injured in this game, and then he scored an own goal early in the second half. They came back strong in the second half after we had to make subs because Critchley and Renton came off. And we just sort of lost that attacking swagger. Callum Waters had another nightmare at the back. He is a left back that should be good enough to play at a higher level, but he just struggled at times in this team, and I don't know why. We then played Stirling. We won 3-1. Mark McGuigan, a player we all looked at signing, scoring for them. We scored through Connor Murray, Dylan Easton, and Jordan Critchley. Then we played East Fife. We won 5-3 again. They scored one, but again it was a late show from them. Really, we were very comfortable, and then just in the last sort of couple of minutes they got a couple of goals to make a bit of a sweat going into extra time. But we held on. A 5-3 win there. A brace from Connor Murray, Anton Brady, Lewis Allen, and Ryan Baptiste all on the score sheet there before we played Dumbarton. We won 2-1, a 92nd minute winner from Anton Brady, getting us the win this time. Ross Millen scoring as well on a rare appearance for him now. Then played Montrose. Charlie Mulgrew scoring in the 91st minute for them. It's not that Charlie Mulgrew, don't worry. I thought that as well when I clicked on him initially. Just a young player in the game. If we go back to Montrose rather. So he scored in the 91st minute to equal a point for them. But again, it was a second half poor performance from us. And you maybe see a recurring theme here. I have adjusted my tactics a little bit, and it seems to be making a bit of a difference as you see goals start to get a bit less and less conceded after this. But Petkov and Connor Murray scoring again. Connor Murray in the goals quite a lot right now. Before we played Alloa, one of the recently relegated teams. Ross Brown scoring for them, Jordan Critchley getting 2, and Lewis Allen on the score sheet for us. As you see, we're a bit stronger in the second half. We went 1 up, they equalised almost instantly. Before second half, we took control of the game. And in this game, my scout recommended a player to me who I scouted. And I'll go into a bit more detail on that in just a second. But we then played Stranraer, Callum McFadden and Anton Brady on the score sheet. And then we played Hibs under 20s in the Iron Brew Cup. Played Dundee United next, so probably not going to get as far as last year. But Anton Brady getting a brace in that game to take us past Hibernian. And to date we play Airdrie. The Airdrie knocked us out of the playoffs last year. What was the score on aggregate? If I remember right, it was quite bad. Yeah, there you go. So we lost 5-3 on aggregate. After losing 5-0 in the final game of the season to Brecon. We just didn't have the big game mentality, unfortunately. But we've got the league here right now. Airdrie are sitting 6 points behind us in 4th place. We're 3 points clear of Montrose, who we've beat. It's not on head-to-head in this league, unfortunately, so that's irrelevant. So it'll go down to goal difference, and if we lose and Montrose win, they're going above us. But they're the only team that can go above us right now, and the only team that's taking points off us as well, which is interesting. Chris Renton's just recovering from injury, which is handy. But I'll go and show you this lad that I was trying to sign. This is Gary Finlayson. He's a left back from Alloa, 16 years old. Scouts have been recommending him. I had a deal. It wasn't this compensation cost that was done. I made a deal that was might tell you here, no it doesn't, was 5k plus 25% of the profit of the next sale. That's a very good thing to have at this level. A lot of clubs will accept sell-on clauses at this level. He's very similar in ability already to Callum Waters, but he's obviously 16 years old, got a bag load of potential, wanted by St Johnstone if I remember correct, and we did have that bid accepted. He wanted a big pay rise. He was on a £5 a week. I was like, yeah, that's not a problem. I can give you a big pay rise. We'll just go into the match as we're doing that. Chris Renton just recovering from injury, got back in the Hibs game This is his second game back. But so I was like, yeah, I'll happily give you the pay rise that you want, £5 a week. You're going to come into my first team. Delighted to give you a pay rise for £5 a week. You're on far too low. And he comes on with a locked amount of £450 and a key player status, which I was happy to give him. Other than the board's maximum that I'm allowed to give is 400. So he basically locked the wages in straight off the bat, wasn't allowed to negotiate it. And the frustrating thing is that I'd quite happily taken £50 a week less to give him, and giving him more, like giving him quite a meaty appearance fee, giving him assist and clean sheet bonuses, stuff like that. So it was very, very frustrating that he did that, but it meant that we had to pull out the contract talks. I'm going to try and re-explore that later on if St Johnstone don't make a move, because, oh, that's a penalty, annoyingly. McKellar had the pace there to beat his man, takes him down. But yeah, it was really, really annoying, because I feel he is the guy that could come in, knock Callum Waters out of the team. Oh, keeper's gone the right way, just not got to it. Right, let's calm down. So yeah, it was frustrated at that, but you know, it happens. Hopefully we can move on. Montrose are not winning yet though, so that's handy. We can get back into this game before Montrose score, as Petkov does exactly that. A goal from the corner, Easton's corner, in it goes, floated beautifully, and Petkov at the front post, where he's supposed to be, nodding it home to equal the score here. McKellar with a free kick. Callum Waters to Grant Gallagher. Dylan Easton plays it to Callum McFadden. He's really coming on to a game this year, him and Conor Murray. Was actually debating Conor Murray because I didn't really like him last year. As Renton, I think, has got the touch there. It's a Chris Renton goal. I think that's maybe his first goal for the club. Apparently not. He might have scored one in the Betfred Cup before getting injured. But yeah, I seen that guy coming in being not just our left back for this season, but the next few years, until a big club came in with a big offer for him. And unfortunately, it's not to be as of yet. If that big club doesn't come in yet, though, we might be able to nab him still. Renton just not following up there. I want you chasing that down, my man. But we're recovered this to back to 2-1 up through simple stuff. But that's over the top for Mackenzie. Oh, McCallum with a good save. I'm just going to bring this defensive line back just a little bit, slightly higher, take off the offside trap. Just try and nullify this counter-attack that Airdrie have. I should have done this pre-match, because we know they counter-attacked us a lot last year, and that's what really hurt us, and that was on a normal defensive line. So as much as we've got quicker defenders this year, I think it's wise not to. That's something I meant to mention to you. I've been doing all my throwing short, and in the same time I was training Callum Waters to do the long bullet throws, and I've not readjusted my corner tactics since he's learned it. All my staff said he wouldn't learn it, so I was a bit sceptical on it, and then he just learned it just before this game, and I completely forgot to go and change my throw-in tactics to account for it. Renton, Easton, Critchley, back into Chris Renton. Oh, that is an absolute thunderbolt from the man that we signed from East Fife. I'm really, really glad that he's back in the team, because Lewis Allen was good, but he was always coming in as a backup for him, and to lose him for such a period of time was always worrying for me. So it was good to see him back in. Montrose also winning. I think they're winning by 2 goals, because they're also 1 goal behind us still on goal difference terms. So good first half for us there. We went down through the penalty. It was a sloppy penalty, but we have recovered well to be 3-1 in at the break. So I'm very happy. Don't need to really say anything more than that just now. What's fitness levels like? So Easton we need to keep an eye on. Grant Gallagher we need to keep an eye on. Everyone else looks fine. So Airdrie will kick off the second half. McIntosh to bat. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Excuse me. Probably will forget to edit that out, and don't usually edit out stuff like that, so that's there. I apologise. They've picked up a couple of injuries. I'm just going to adjust and start tackling this centre midfielder hard. Try and force him into another change. But they're tiring quicker than us as well, I think. Maybe not. Actually, we were looking like we're tiring more. No, maybe about equal actually. We will bring off Dylan Easton. No, Liam Burt's on the bench, quality player. Only 6 passings the issue with him. And McKellar, I said that his jumping reach needed to improve, and I put him on it in training, and he has responded well. He's only gone up a point 1 rating so far, but you know that's all. That all adds up. He's still a very young defender himself. What other changes are we going to make here? We'll bring on Lewis Allen for Chris Renton. I know he scored 2 goals. He's on a hat trick, but I'm looking at the long-term gain here. And the long-term gain is to give him a rest. Corner kick for them. Furtado to Ross. Oh, it's hit off somebody and gone in. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Right, you slow the pace down. We'll do that for 5 minutes and then I will go defensive counter-attack and time wasting. Oh, that's the issue with Lewis Allen. He's just not got the concentration for stuff at times. O'Neill, Miller, Murray, Liam Burt. Interesting that I think most of the shots on target here have gone in. One or two shots each that haven't gone in that's been on target. Allen to Mark Miller, Liam Burt, Murray, Mark Miller. That said, I don't know if you can class Chris Renton's first goal as a shot. O'Neill again, back to Mark Miller. He's got Burt there, he finds Burt. Into Allen, who's not paying attention again. Headed forward for Burt. That's a lovely ball into Jordan Critchley. Oh, good save by Jordan Miller in the Airdrie net. Let's go more defensive now. Counter-attacking, pump the ball into the box, normal defensive line, more direct passing. I need to go defensive to waste time, don't I? Yes, I do. I prefer pumping the ball in the box over clear at the flanks. Just don't think flanks, when you clear at the flanks, I feel like they always just give the ball away again. Whereas when you pump it into the box, it gives you a chance of getting it back and retaining it high up the pitch. Waters throws into Miller. It's a decent ball in for Cal McFadden. He's not the best in the air though. Loses out. Miller to Burt. Back to Mark Miller. Burt. Murray. Oh, he's done his man. Crossing into a dangerous area, but nobody attacked it. And it looks like we've gone defensive at the exact right time because they've just comes up at the bottom there. It said Airdrie are putting emphasis on the attack, and then Snap said Forfar putting the emphasis on the defence. So I think we timed that absolutely perfect to them readjusting their tactics. The tactic update happened at the same time. That's a beautiful ball into Lewis Allen. Eventually did respond to it, but again his touch is poor. We're only doing 1 game this episode, by the way. Have been doing 2 recently. Let me know what you think between the 2 styles. But I wanted today's game to just be 1 game. So a nice 3-2 win against Airdrie. A little bit of revenge for last season. I'm just going to go that as a good win for us lads. They weren't great in the second half, but I don't like that Jekyll and Hyde comment. I always seem to get very, very negative reactions in it. And obviously Chris Renton, who was our main man in the first half, started to tire, which was part of the issue. And Lewis Allen coming off the bench, he's not quite match ready yet. Anyway, so when will we be back? So we're here, Albion Rovers. No, let's come back for Montrose. Montrose are the team that's challenging us in the league. I do kind of want to do Queen of the South. Some of the players they've signed, by the way. I just want to show you this transfer history. Spent £165,000 at this level. So they've got guys like Zach Rudden on loan. Liam Craig's been brought in. Absolute quality player. Just look at those stats. How is he playing in League One? Other names that are quite big. There was at least one. Greg Kilty in there. What is Greg Kilty doing in League One? Lewis Martin's a decent player as well, if I remember correctly. Yeah, you got a solid, decent centre back. Would get in the R team anyway. Cameron Palmer is a name I recognise. I think I turned up signing him a couple of times. I think he's actually in the Rangers youth team at the start, which is probably why I recognise it. But most of this was funded by the sale of this Kyle Jacobs and Michael Doyle. You know, both decent players. But arguably, they've been replaced by better than what they've brought in. You know, Kilty, Rudden, and Liam Craig are absolute quality signings. Lewis Martin's not a bad signing himself. Dyke's away to Wellington Phoenix as well. Don't really know too much about him. Run certainly got upgrade on him. That's just insane signings from them. So I'm quite tempted to do that game, but I think I'll do that one off camera for now. So yeah, if we come back for Montrose and then we can do Queen of the South next, that makes more sense. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. We'll come back for Montrose and East Fife, and then we'll come back for the Scottish Cup and Queen of the South the following episode. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hopefully catch you all next time.